koneksi internet atau menggunakan terlalu banyak data? Tidak masalah. Dengan Spotify Premium, kamu bisa mendengarkan di mana saja, kapan saja. Sekarang hari Kamis malam di rumah keluarga Cokro. Mia lagi dengerin lagu pop, tapi ibu ingin dengerin keroncong. Kalau begini, cuma ada satu solusinya, playlist kolaboratif. Mia cukup mengklik kanan di playlistnya dan pilih playlist kolaboratif. Lalu kirim linknya ke keluarga, jadi semua orang bisa masukin lagu pilihannya masing-masing. Rumah jadi damai lagi deh. Sampai Bayu ikut campur.
by the book that I wrote, or all the words that we spoke.
We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. Of things we know. Spirit of things, we lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, the things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming back. Of things we know.
inside lane, missing exits, I'm glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. It's time to break away. Forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Full steam through the setbacks. You can't win them all, but I'm proud I tried. I'm glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. Taking risks, I'm casting off without a lifeline. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. Cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna feel break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway.
Wizard, what do you see as you twist the tiles beneath our feet? What do you see? Oh, wizard, what have you done to me? As the dark energy flows from inside of me, inside of me.
I remember the fade in your eyes. I'm lost in space, floating away. I'm running away from you. I'm running away. I'm running away with you. I'm running away. I'm running away from you. I'm running away. I'm running away with you. I'm running away. Look at the stars, they find me. You shine so bright, it haunts me. I'm lost in this thick black sea of hopes for you and me. In the night I see you walking my way, sailing on my soul for your life. Come find me, I'm reaching out.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, but I just want it.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself?
Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just want it. Yeah, I just wanna. I just want it.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself?
But I just want it.
Deep inside, I knew from the start, you my bunny, I'm your Clark. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. The others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and out with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this. Perfect soulmate, I wanna show it my best friend. She saved my life, my happy end in hard times.
Oh baby, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. I just want it.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself?
Okay.
Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? See myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself? Can you see myself?
Oh baby.
Five seconds remaining.
Yeah. Just switched over the overlays and forgot how cool the little bumpers. Yeah, but the intro, they've got cinematic videos, they've got, oh, it's amazing. It's great. I love it. Gotta show it to you later. Oh, I do that too. I do. Yeah, I would by no means say that I'm a solid production person either. But I'm forced into the role. Oh, look at that roll forward. Did you actually realize that? But he has his smoke isn't broken. Particle effect showing there. All right. Yeah. Oh, and they spotted that ward as well. So both of these probably will be dewarded now. We'll see who they decide to give it away to. I'll see if Sioma can find it. We talked a little bit about Comanche, a team that not a ton of people would know a lot about, but Vega Squadron on the other side. What can you tell me about these guys? I feel like they've been kind of making some waves in the CIS scene.
30 seconds to battle.
Bit of gold back for his investment into that. But what do you think about this aggressive? Well, the plus side about it was that Mag was able to get a first couple of levels while the reaction to this tri-lane was happening. Venomancer coming up top as well as the Dazzle. And so he's already almost level 3, which isn't as bad as it could have been for sure. But I want to see, is there any chance that they could try and dive him up here at some point and find that kill onto Mag? Okay.
I deserve this.
Yeah. Oh, bottom lane. Oh, it was not quite enough. That was really, really close. And Sioma was able to find it. I think that was the last tick of Thunderstrike as well. Who is taking a lot of harassment. If he's not careful, he might end up going down himself. D continuing to chase. They're going to roll back in onto G, but I think he's going to be able to survive through this. Instead, might end up taking down the Earth Spirit himself. Ow, he'll coming in Misha the last second. Man, Comanche playing things very fast and loose and close to death. Bottom lane again. That Abaddon is probably just going to end up going down. They're going to be able to get the Aphotic Shield broken. Is going to find that kill. Sioma making it happen. Signature.
What have we here? Dazzle.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that just happened right there was that Disruptor spotted the Earth Spirit by virtue of this Sentry Ward placed down. So even getting value out of the wards that are placed to block camps, they know this rotation is coming. Going to wrap around here, and it looks like this early rotation to Sioma, they could have done something, but nicely played. Yeah, obviously, like I said, Oh god, and now they've caught him again. Oh, Abaddon in trouble. They've got the crush. They got everything. They're going to try and go for the roll. A little bit off the mark right there. Well, the Sunstrike coming in. Maybe they can turn this back around. Ditchera dropping low and dead. So a huge kill there. A ward was dropped by Sioma. I don't believe that that's going to be spotted. It looks like they might be able to take down the Disruptor. And yeah, well, drops the kinetic field. And he's gone. Rolling boulder forward. Stun. Didn't have it off cooldown. Yeah. I really like it too. G threw out his ulti. It's about to come back off cooldown now. So if they wanted to test there, they would have been able to go. Realizing that there was another hero over here, I believe Misha, they decided to turn their sights up towards the north side of the map and see if they can kill off Venno. Although... well, in the meantime, actually, the wraparound, G is going to die before this gank ends up working. Now Seneko is going to try and find the kill on Chu. Might end up being in a little bit of trouble. They do have no more Sunstrike. The mana is not there, so they can't kill off Sioma, and looks like Invoker will be fine.
Invisibility.
God. Oh my god, he just wants to die. Honestly, they could assassinate and just run at him, I think, at this point, and just pop his ulti. Oh, playing it scary. Where's the angle? He wants it really bad. Oh, he's got him. There it is. All right, and that's going to be ulti down. Dead, no way out of this one. Damn. Yeah. I'm honestly wondering if we end up like seeing an Abaddon going Radiance later or something. It feels like that DOT from two different sources would be quite strong, particularly like just being able to finish off whatever damage is left over from the end of that ulti. But for now, at least he's going back for what looks to be a Helm of the Dominator build, potentially. Classic. Now, he's
What have we here?
yeah, that seems fairly unlikely. I mean, it's a great game, and the DAC can sometimes get into that gold by maxing out Shadow Wave and just spamming out the waves continuously. But that's also what Venno is going to be trying to accomplish. So. Be tough. But I'm looking at the last here, and it's a pretty severe advantage for Vega across the board. It feels like right now Comanche getting pretty heavily outlaned, about 2,000 net worth, and way to choose. So getting the gold up for him. And, well, do you think, I mean, he could go for a Midas himself, too, if he wanted to. It feels like they've got a long way to hold out for high ground and shouldn't be in too much concern for it. I don't know, what do you think? Are Mass Midas the answer for Comanche? Okay. Boots down in the jungle mag. I feel like, so you can get the regen quicker this way, but if you keep it in your backpack, then you don't have the worry of anybody sniping it. I guess that's not something they'd be too concerned about. No.
To me!
Mm-hmm.
A gift from the Tempest of Soldier's fortune.
That's fair enough. 10 minutes in, we take a look at the net worth, and 3 of the top 4 are all going to the side of Vega Squadron. You do have some pretty decent stuff coming out from the rest of the side of Comanche. The big downside here is just that this Invoker has not been able to get into his Midas yet 10 minutes in, and he's going to be probably hurting for levels as this game goes on until he picks that up.
That is a fearsome creature you ride, Disruptor.
Oh, looking for the jump. They can find him. Chu is going to need to be really quick on those fingers. Wow, there it is. Oh, and he used his rolling boulder. There may be a little bit of a misplay here. Jump in, the call. A ton of damage coming out. They did get the heal bomb. Sunstrike is going to find Sioma. A big pickup. Was somehow able to work out. That should have been an easy kill for Vega. To see it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it feels to me also like the heroes that you've got in Comanche, you don't see them like normally get out of like I don't see Venomancers that often get completely out of control, and it's just terrifying to go against. The Sineko trying to TP. Looks like that he is going to be able to live through that. Whereas you take a look at Vega, and like I've seen Axes get out of control, dominate a game. Slark's the same for Sniper. I'd be pretty concerned right now if I was Comanche.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, this is a build that we were seeing for a while. There's a moment there where I think MVP Phoenix were taking some where they're maxing Mistcoil and using Abaddon as like almost a ganking 4, which was kind of a unique little play. But the problem that we are going to end up seeing is that you have Blink Dagger on Slardar and Axe now for this push, 13 minutes in. So we'll have to see how that works out. It's going to be a lot about outplaying, and I think a lot down to where these Venomancer rewards are placed.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they're going to spot at Abaddon, though. And, well, the immediate roll-in, they're going to be able to find onto 2. Sunstrike onto both of them. Full kill laid down. Oh, this is not the fight that you wanted. Dako is going to drop as well, so they take down 2, but they are losing their bottom tier 2 tower, which looks to eventually go down. Yeah, Slark is going to be able to get the last hit, and quick little TP away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
And it feels like these little places right here that make sure you know to check with wards. Like if they place down those wards there and they're able to cancel Blink Daggers, that immediately removes so many different ways. But if for some reason Rory here does not happen to place down those wards in the area, it's going to be a really rough game for him. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a lot of overlap, too. Rough for them earlier is able to definitely pull back.
That's what I see when I see those letters.
Oh yeah.
I think he's going straight into the Agnum Scepter. Well, I guess I know he is looking at this thing, but just the fact that he got so much money right at a time meant he didn't have to go for a mobility item to like get a bunch of ganks, get some more gold. He's just gonna go straight eggs, which is kind of the dream for most invokers. Try and use that front line of the Abaddon as well as just the backup from his Dazzle to be more aggressive in the fight.
God. And I was looking and feeling very good about Vega Squadron's chances in this one, and I still think that if they are able to hold out for the late game, they're looking quite strong. But if Comanche managed to group up again, you know, it's starting to look a little bit scarier. And they've got all these little, you know, Veno illusions chasing down G right now. They're throwing some wards at him. Look how much damage this is doing.
That's actually infuriating. Like, G is like nothing you can do. Well, get the money, you know.
Well, the wraparound is coming though. And this is a smoke gank from the side of Vega. It looks like Earth Spirit is not going to be there with the rest of the team, but he will be coming in right behind them. So,
Mag, way to dodge the Veno wards too.
Oh like, God, this is a big call. So well. This is a big call. He doesn't end up hitting on anybody except for Misha, though, and now the static storm down as well. Rory is going to end up trying to get his ulti off. Already throw out the Gale. There's going to be the Sunstrike coming in. They kill off Mag. Same time as the Dazzle. It looks like Rory is still going to be alive through this as, well, Dishia Ra tries to turn around. They get the ulti off. He is running out of there. Slowed down a hell of a lot as Sineko gets a two-person crush, but now Invoker is here as well. They do have the Thunderstrike down, trying to find that kill on Abaddon. It's just not going to happen. Everybody else will back out and away.
Sineko
jumps in. Very bold. Tornado off the mark. Rory drops his ulti onto Ditcha. There's the meatball as well. Ditcha, get out of here.
Oh, baited. Sineko just baited that Slarkin so hard.
Oh, Sioma, he finds one kill. The Invoker Sunstrike as well. So they end up turning it back around. 3 dead for Vega. Comanche are looking amazing.
Yeah, that was a very nice Invoker performance too. Not the easiest battleground for an Invoker, especially with 0 mobility items. This isn't just some high ground defense or something like that. It's not even really a choke point. He's just on point with those meatballs, Sunstrikes. And all you need to know about Rory, you learned in that fight, the guy Midas right in the middle of like 3 heroes chasing him. That's a player right there. Props to this guy. I'm a big fan already. Put me on the Rory the Reaper fan club. Sign up for the newsletter. I need all my notices about Veno play. This guy, like, I thought the wraparound was really nice from Vega, because every time they've approached towers, he just is creating this, like, buffer of an arc with the Veno wards, just making sure that it's going to be difficult for Sineko as well as Mag to jump in, so they had to go for that full wraparound play, but it was still pretty awkward, especially not able to bring the Dazzle down right away, then you have to take him down first, or he's just going to grave the bigger targets anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't matter if you've got this big blade mail up on Mag, if you can't find that Veno before the fight happens and blow them up, you're just going to end up getting destroyed. So, you know, you look at this, these heroes that do blow up and get out of control, they're just not at that point yet. And Slark doesn't even have a Shadow Blade finish. It will be up here shortly, but I don't know.
Blade Mail doesn't even do much this game, honestly. Like, Blade Mail's strength generally comes from being able to force like some sort of a right clicker, right? During your Berserker's Call to just do all this damage themselves. Doesn't really work here. It'd be okay against the Invoker. His actual right-click damage is decent, but Veno, Abaddon, these 2 other cores, just not a big deal when it comes to Blade Mail. So, you know, still a core item on Axe for sure. I can understand why Mag went for it, but he's not getting the value out of it that he would in those games.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, and now setting up again. This time there are not as many of these plague wards placed down yet. Rory's going to try and get them down into a good position. But the other thing is that the rest of Vega is not set up for this. And, well, trading a tier 1 tower seems okay, but they're sitting back with their initiators expecting a rotation to come. It's just not going to be there, and they're going to lose their tower for it.
Yeah, this is the Shrine Tower too, which is going to help open up Roach.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Taking a good bit of damage. We are going to see that pressure out, so they're going to at least contest the tier 2 here. This is the value of Sniper.
I do like this helm as well from Snako. Not the most common item on a support Slardar, but grabbing it up here and using the Alpha Wolf, really helping with their push.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And in the time that it's taken them to take the tier 2 tower mid to half life, we're seeing already that, well, tier 3 is soon to start getting hit by Ditchara, so if Comanche need to finish this off, they need to make the pressure happen.
Yeah, on the one hand, the Radiant don't have initiation at all. On the other hand, the fact that there's not all these heroes here, just Vega, they can't contest. It is just a slow down, and they'll even put some damage onto the tier 3, just trying to draw them back. Oh, I like this play from Mag too, hoping only a couple heroes will respond.
Oh, good silence there on a Snako. He is going to continue to chase here. I think he's going to get out, though. The Sunstrike comes in. It's going to be off the mark, and Snako will escape. So everybody gets out, but Comanche has taken all the tier 2 towers now.
Yeah, it's still one standing strong in the mid lane here for themselves. Now we just start to look towards Roche, see how that goes. G going for a very defensive build here towards that BKB. Really wants to be able to stand strong in these team fights. Can't be bogged down too much by our Veno.
That is the one thing. If those get online for Comanche or for Vega, it's going to be really hard for them to do anything. Like, all of their damage is magical.
Yeah.
So
and soon they should be into Roche. I think they're that once they push up these lanes. In general, just like in general, 5-man Dota. That's really all that they are going to be looking towards.
I guess this would be one of those points where like a Tinker might have been more helpful to make sure that your lanes are not split pushed constantly. But I guess in the same vein, Ditchara is not the best split pushing hero in the world right now in this Slark. They bring all 4 though. This could cause a lot of trouble, and trading a Roche for a tier 3 seems a little bit sketchy to me.
Yeah, it looks like they're just too committed at this point, so they're just gonna wait. I mean, they do it really fast.
They got to be careful too.
Really helping.
The glimpse black play by Sioma, they're going to be in vision here, and this is going to be a glimpse away. They're not going to have the Veno. Oh, nice blink out. That was really important. Chu
showed.
Is in trouble. They're going to end up dropping. They don't have him there for now, and they are already able to bring down the Invoker. So goodbye, Aegis. Oh, that was terrible for Comanche.
Yeah, nice play by Vega. They did not push the waves enough there before Roche. Just, it's difficult. They don't really have the best way to do it. They can't go on their own up against Slark, as well as the Slardar. Plus, they have an axe, just blinks, Shadow Blades. Too much jump on top of you if you're all alone. They're committed to this group up 5-man, 4-man Dota at the very least, and they don't want to send Invoker all on his own. Very, very well played by Vega. They spotted the perfect weakness in this draft and in that moment, and essentially negate the Roche just by taking that tier 3. Still a nice situation here for Comanche. I'm sure they wish they had the Aegis, but then again, now I guess they're kind of forced into just going for shrines and high ground. There's really not too much else on the mind for them.
Yeah, and the other problem is, you know, one more round of split pushing, the Rack's exposed down bottom. They also have a ward in there, so they're going to be able to see any rotations that come back to defend it. Like, if Comanche don't realize that this is happening, they bring in the Disruptor with them, it's pretty likely that they just lose a set of Racks with one glimpse back.
Yeah, now we just start looking towards what kind of items they're going to have on the Radiant side. The Dire side, that BKB for Ditch Raw can be purchased up here if he wants. There's our BKB now popped onto G. And it's them who do not feel any sort of a need to push the issue whatsoever. Like, the Dire are just happy. Like, we're just going to farm up. We're going to get past the lineup that you guys have. I mean, you guys are still trying to assemble some Aghanim Scepters here. 25 minutes. This will be a pretty strong spike for them, I would say. It's probably the last big moment for the Radiant when they have the Aghanims on the Veno as well as the Aghanims on the Abaddon. And that's when they'll likely try to pressure into that high ground scenario. But with these BKBs, Vega not going to be a pushover here and even going to pick up a gem. Try and regain some control over the map and make it more difficult for Comanche to get to a spot where they can start pushing into that high ground. We already saw how hard it was for them to just try and take Roche. Now they have to, not just here, right? They need to make it this much further onto the map and have some sort of a controlling stake.
Yeah, it's tough, and they just don't have the best lockdown as of yet to make it work. Maybe later on as well, they hit another power spike when they're able to itemize into lockdown if somebody picks up like a sheep stick or something, but that's still a long ways away as well. But Invoker does have the Midas, or rather the Yule Scepter, so there's could be a pretty good one. Stun, chase, Sunstrike down as well. He's not going to get caught there, able to get out. Oh, you got to have detection.
Oh, yeah. They don't have any. So we've been unfortunate there. Do they don't have a gem? Oh yeah, I guess they don't. Let's pick one up soon.
It's a smoke used.
Snakeo's been farming. Like, this is how this game is going right now, and bad signs for the Radiant is that Snakeo was just like farming this area, the Radiant off lane, in a game where they had just taken Roche and they're trying to push all this in, but they have to all group up together. And Vega are just abusing it so heavily. A G's down here just farming on his own, no concern in the world. If you want to commit 5 men to me, I'm just going to BKB. And TP home. You can't do shit about it. And if you don't, well, I'm just going to start pressuring into your racks here.
Well, and you can see that the pressure Comanche is putting onto this shrine, it's going to be quite significant. They'll take it down, and this will help secure them Roshan. It feels like that next Roche is really going to be really important. Almost to me like the pivotal moment. But maybe if Comanche can take the sound some barracks before then, it ends up alleviating some of that pressure onto them to get it done.
Look at G down here, though. Like, what are they going to do? What's your response to this? You just going to commit 5 heroes to make him TP home?
Yeah, they needed something like maybe a Tinker out of that last pick. I don't know. It's tough.
The fact that Vega won the lane so hard just made this a lot more difficult. I think Comanche with their draft were hoping to be ahead a little bit and actually be able to bully with that 5-man, but Vega responded very appropriately with just the counter split push. And we're able to keep up with this kind of like meme strat almost from Comanche. It's just a little bit out there in terms of the sustainability and general early game annoyance.
Well, paint the picture for me a little bit here. We're seeing it's relatively even, with maybe Comanche a little bit ahead, but even with these Midases, how does this change over the next couple of minutes? Oh my god, actually, is Rory going to get picked off?
She just attacks the ward there.
Okay, that was weird. But yeah, is it like, to somebody, it might just look like this is relatively even. It could go either way, but tell me a little bit about what's going to happen over the next few minutes as this sort of breaks down for Comanche.
The biggest problem is that they have no initiation, so their best thing will be a blink. Like, this is what they're amounted to, is like blink ulti from Veno. And how are they going to go high ground against a team with BKBs? If they're not somehow caught out on the map as Vega, then Mag has a BKB too. It's just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They really don't have much. Oh, wow. Snakeo there.
Yeah, good reaction. They are going to get him with the Yule Scepter lift up. They drop it down. Mag doesn't hit. anybody on his call with his BKB, but well, actually saving the Invoker right there with the glimpse. They are still going to find the crush, the amp damage. Ditchera on top of them. They throw out the ulti. This is going to start to ramp up the damage right now against all of Vega. They have the Gale down as well into several of them. Chu still looking for his initiation. Has already been caught though, and now Sniper has his eyes on him. They're going to be able to take him down. That's Ditchera continuing to chase, but Rory somehow still alive through all of this. So they lose 3 on Vega at the end of the day for the Invoker.
Okay, perfect place to fight though. Out in the open, this is exactly what the Radiant need. They do not want to be pushing high ground to the Sniper with all these BKBs popped. G maybe played that fight a little bit too passive. Like, he made his way into the high ground and he was just kind of pecking away on this Earth Spirit on the side, and he never got forced into using his BKB, which is kind of a good thing, but in another sense, maybe if he'd been a little bit deeper into the fight, and that, as he said, that glimpse, like pulling him back, forcing the fight further back towards those defensive supports really hurt Dire. Meg's initial initiation as well, just not landing on anything. A lot of his BKB charge wasted.
Yeah.
Very difficult, but there you can see the power. Of fighting out in the open there, a little bit of a scrappy fight. The Graves, the Aphotic Shields, the Shadow Waves bouncing around really hurt Vega there, so...
Yeah, the Static Storm wasn't onto anybody either. Like, I think that what you saw there from Sioma was trying to glimpse back in the fight, or back into the Static Storm, but it just didn't end up working out. And well, I don't think that they find this kill here onto Abaddon, who should just be able to walk out and away. But yeah, we're seeing kind of an interesting strat as far as the items are concerned. It's mass BKBs against max Midases.
Like max Aghanim Scepters.
Right? Like, it's a very interesting draft item-wise to look at. Does this bode a little bit ill for Vega Squadron in that your BKBs are early and you have Midases for late game on Comanche?
I don't think so. I think
okay.
The Dire heroes are just better. It's not even just like the items that aren't helping Comanche in this situation in terms of going high ground, it's just the heroes in general.
Yeah.
Every time I say in general, I keep thinking of general, as if I'm like messing up on this Vega roster, as if like general's here or something. It makes me kind of laugh inside. Just so you guys are aware.
We are missing the Na'Vi in the CIS, which is a little bit of an interesting one. Oh, Ditya. It's caught out there for a moment at least. They throw the weave down as well. Yeah,
I heard Dendy say, I guess, that they thought it was tougher competition in the EU and they wanted to play there.
Oh, really?
Well, apparently DAC put them in EU and they didn't complain.
Oh my God. Well, that's
okay.
Sunstrike. They're not going to catch it onto G.
So
He's
slow,
run
dude.
down so freaking slow. And
that's the thing about
Radiant's
Venom
middle
wards.
tower
They're hitting
has
Snake,
fallen.
so he can't blink. They haven't found Mag yet, though, so he's still waiting to initiate.
Oh, caught on to G as well. But now it's Shrine time.
Okay. Nice play by Seneko there. I like the way he's just kind of fishing. He's just hopping in, goes for a crush, just kind of sees it. Yeah, he feels relatively safe, secure with his armlet, his BKB. You have to pop it, and he's just like, okay, do you like this call? If you don't like it, you know, how many of them are going to commit in?
I really
Ends
feel
up
like they
being the
need a
tower and
sheep stick.
Shrine.
Like, the problem I'm seeing is just that Comanche, they don't have any way to commit on a single hero. If they, like, in that fight, they dropped Veno ulti onto Axe, and everything just fell apart from then because they didn't have the damage the rest of the way. They need some way to kill, like, a single person.
Yeah, they really only have Invoker right clicks. Arguably, I suppose the Batten right clicks too are decent, but nothing too crazy.
Everybody's committing, like, they've all bought Aghanims, they've all bought Midases, now they're all gonna buy Octarine cores. It's just, they want to hold hands together and be friends.
It's very nice. It's a sweet little lineup they've got here.
Tempest of battle.
So,
I guess we'll have to see if the Octarine cores can turn it around. Yeah, you're right. 3 heroes now. Veno, Invoker, and Batten looking towards it. Surprising amount of fire motors at that. Difficult hero to keep up. I guess he is down below the Slardar though. There's so much 5-man Dota. A lot of the resources being committed into this Invoker and even the Veno.
well, here we go. Pressure up towards high ground now, and you do have a lot of high ground defense if you're Comanche. Venomancer, always a problem, but G, maybe that trump card is they've gone on to Rory. Mag also with the call Sunstrike. It's not going to be in time. He doesn't even get his ulti off, and, well, Ditya just backing out and away. They're on to Abaddon, and his ulti comes out, but it's not a ton of damage mitigation for the rest of his team. That really might have been better used a little bit earlier. Oh, man. And now the cracks are forming.
That's how they have to fight these, though, because if they just wait outside the base for too long, the Venom wards will be there. And the second Seneko or Meg get tagged up, they don't have those blink initiations. So Seneko just dives in, because he's like, yeah, it could be a little bit riskier, but against their lineup, they don't have counter initiation at all. They have saves, but with something going on, maybe.
Nice stun, nice silence, nice magnetize. BKB is pop, but there's the Ghost Scepter away from Chu. Still fine, and no ulti left for a little while. All right, Abaddon, 4 seconds away, trying to run out, and should get glimpsed back in to his death. He does go down 1 second before his ulti is there on the other side. Buyback. They have burned through the Aegis of G. They're in the middle of all of it. Abaddon trying to do the most that he can. G force staff to the low ground. The chase going to continue. They have the cold snap on as well, so that will be a kill. Double for the Invoker, but there's the blink out. And maybe they're only going to be able to find Mag off the back of this. I think that he is going to be the last one to die. Well, Seneko goes back in. Never mind, they counter-initiate. Seneko finds the kill, and they aren't going to be able to bring down anybody with that Abaddon ulti. Now in some trouble. Misha running out. Is Graved, is going to be killed off, though, it looks like, and they run and kill that Seneko Armlet toggle. They get the call, and Seneko Armlet toggles away from death. They drop the Venom ulti, but Ditya, he's just going to drop his own and run out of here.
Yeah, he's got TPs in his backpack, too.
Oh, God. That should have been so much better for Comanche, but Vega Squadron, exceptional play, particularly from Seneko there at the end, and Mag with his calls.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, grabbing the Invoker right in there, too. That could have been... He might have been able to turn that right back around once again there onto Vega Squadron, but Ditya, he really wants his melee racks. They left it alone for a while, and it's starting to regen back up, but without his ulti... Ditya! Uh-oh. Oh, Ditya. He's thinking about it here. He's like, can I do this?
Get me out of here. He doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. Well, 5,600 gold for Ditya. We've seen a lot of Ags this game. Is there ever a place where you buy it on Slark? This has nothing to do with anything. I know the answer is no, but...
I didn't even know he had an Aghanims. There you go.
It's the AoE Cloud. It brings his ulti down to 30 seconds
right,
cooldown.
that new one. Okay, yeah. I've actually never even seen that build.
It's pretty terrible.
That would be pretty great. No, I do like Abyssal, though, so that's
Okay.
gonna be exciting.
Looks like Mag is also...
Oh, that would actually be so funny if he bought Axe right now. I would like lose my mind. He's deciding, Mjolnir, Butterfly, Mjolnir. Yeah, we'll go Mjolnir.
The only thing that I do like about it is that it brings your ulti down to a 30-second cooldown, which is kind of neat. Instead of the 60, it's pretty good. But it's
so
also
what you
terrible.
really need in a team is Slark Ags, get them bad in Ags, get a Wraith King Ags. You're like unkillable.
What we really need is we need Lil to start playing position for Slark. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the dream.
Okay, well, 41 minutes in, and it's a pretty hefty lead, 20,000 almost for Vega, with about the same amount of experience, and it feels long ago that Comanche were threatening high ground, and goddamn, it is tough.
I just never felt like they were going to win this game. It's like right after the laning stage, I was just like, I don't know, guys. Like, their best chance was those couple of fights they took outside the base. I was surprised Vega even gave them to them. Those were very fortuitous, because it gave Comanche the perfect place to actually fight. Whereas when this sniper is just going to be sitting on the high ground, it seems so unlikely. Now, the same situation could occur. Where if they wipe them heading up base a couple times, that would actually be Comanche's best case scenario, right? Where they're just like, okay, well, we'll force you to fight high ground, and honestly, it's not too bad. Your initiation's definitely better, but at least it's still giving these choke points for our Invoker and Earth Spirit to work, and Chu really made that payoff last fight with kicking the silence on the 3.
Oh, on to Ditya. He drops down fairly low. It's also worth noting that they don't have any buybacks right now on Vega Squadron. Only a couple of heroes do, the Sniper and the Slark. So there's some potential here, but it's going to be tough. And Vega recognize this. They back out, push out the lanes. They don't need to give anything away. Slaughter has a freaking heart at this point, for goodness sakes. Like,
yeah. Ditya's Mjolnir is also done, so there's no really any real reason to commit. He'd rather just get back and get that from the secret shop. He's almost working towards an Agnum Scepter. Be disastrous. It's like this Invoker too. Just make sure he can't Yules.
They drop the weave down. It's really nice that they are going to be able to get this split push coming from Invoker. Like, that's something they desperately need. So they can at least apply some pressure onto the barracks. They're doing a good job keeping out the creeps for now, Comanche.
Yeah, he's opting in towards the Shiva's guard too, which is a nice choice. BKB won't do anything for Invoker this game. He can't split push with it. He'll just get caught out still by
So big timing for them, and Comanche does not get easier. I still think that there's kind of a timing here where you get that next round of items from all of these Midases where maybe they can do something with it. But I'm just looking at these net worths and like, Egg is so far ahead. I think this is definitely the result, at least for now, in terms of where the game is, that a lot of people were expecting to have Vega just kind of dominate. And oh, Chu actually not going to get caught there by the call, is going to end up getting broken up. Magnetized drop down, connects onto two of them. Chu still taking the damage. Looks like he will be able to survive through this. The Abaddon ulti is going to be popped, and Ditya trying to fight up against him. Kind of a ulti back up again for the Abaddon. And another round here to fight soon, but Vega Squadron perfectly comfortable with the state of the game. They got Comanche getting less gold and experience from the creeps, and they've got the entire map to farm.
And I really like this Shadow Blade from Meg, too.
Oh, yeah.
This helps negate some of that problem of having the Venom wards outside to scout you, because if they're not actually there with the gem on the Abaddon, then you can just camp outside the base, right next to a Venom ward, and they won't know where he is, just waiting for that blink in.
Fight of all those wards laid down anyways. Oh, they catch out of Slardar with a nice little competition here. Cold Stab down. He's out of mana, but survive through this as the Abaddon ulti is going to be popped, and Ditchia trying to fight up against him. Kind of a weird little engagement there. But I guess Magnetized down.
There you go. As well as the Abaddon ulti here too, so no borrowed time for the squad. They're all just pecking away.
They will have at least the ulti back up again for the Abaddon. And another round here to fight soon, but Vega Squadron perfectly comfortable with the state of the game. They got Comanche getting less gold and experience from the creeps, and they've got the entire map to farm.
Yeah, and I really like this Shadow Blade from Meg too.
Oh yeah.
This helps negate some of that problem of having the Venom wards outside to scout you, because if they're not actually there with the gem on the Abaddon, then he can just camp outside the base, right next to a Venom ward, and they won't know where he is, just waiting for that blink in. So Nico possibly might want to consider one for himself as well, but he's gone for the beefier route. It looks like, judging by this, he'll probably be the first one to jump in. He's just going to YOLO. He has no Force Staff either, so if he gets stunned up, he's just kind of in there for the duration. Armlet and Heart, they do kind of help with that, though.
Yeah, that's a nice one. They've been able to find those initiations in spite of all those wards laid down anyways. Oh, they catch out of Slardar with a nice little combination here. Cold Stab down. He's out of mana, but now kind of left alone. They are going to be able to catch, and there's the BKB pop, so the leash is not going to end up mattering. They're finding the initiation. They also have the weave going. BKB pop for Ditchia. They don't quite hit there on the Sunstrike. He's going to gain away anyways, it looks like, and now dropping the ulti down onto Chu. Dropping very low, and he is going to die. The Grave was not used in that instance, so they lose their Earth Spirit. But they don't have Static Storm.
Buyback and Magnetize though.
Yeah. Still 2 minutes.
Solo Veno ulti on Ditchia Rock kind of hurt them.
Yeah. We'd love to get something more than that. The lift up, Ditchia Ra still being revealed. They have the Cold Snap down, and well, there's the Dark Pact to back out and away. G lifted up now by the Tornado. Are they? They're just waiting. They're hoping to hold out. And they spot out Mag here as well.
Snako now going to bots back in here too.
It's not
way down on the bottom. They actually spot him with a ward too.
This isn't actually going that bad for Comanche in terms of their high ground defense.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Now hitting the barracks. Ditchia onto the Abaddon. Backing out, the EMP is not going to connect, but Snako kind of in no man's land now. They also have the Ice Wall down. He's going to be slowed down a lot, but so freaking tanky. There's the BKB, and, well, Ditchia going to get brought really low. He is forced to drop into an ulti mode. The big initiation coming in from Mag has been able to call onto 2, but there's the Abaddon ulti going to work. They did almost no damage in that fight. Continuing to chase now. Can they kill him off? There's the cheese pop for the Ditchia Ra Slark. Now trying to TP out. They aren't going to be able to get away with that Venomancer. Sunstrike, oh, not quite on the mark. They're still chasing, still looking, but no detection. The gem is not there. They have been able to burn through the Aegis. This might be the turnaround. Looking for it. They don't have the ulti. They're 5 seconds away for Abaddon, which would make the difference, but Snako, the big stun. They have the Deafening Blast, but that's Invoker. Now getting turned upon. Shu also trying to roll out. Is going to be able to make his escape. As Abaddon regenning like crazy, and he is actually able to take down G on the other side. That's 1,000 gold going to his favor. Snako being kited around now. They've killed off Ditchia as well. Everybody from Vega Squadron has gone down, and somehow, some way, Comanche
They are going to be able to get on Seneko, I believe. Maybe not. They're rolling. They're chasing. They're continuing. The glimpse out. Blink. 1 second. Oh, they broke it. Oh, no. They got him.
Nice chase. Difficult guy to track down. So they get the bottom melee racks, but they sure as hell spend a lot. 1,800 gold to an Earth Spirit, 1,400 to Bad, and 1,500 to Invoker. Plenty of experience along the way. 15,443 damage thrown out by Invoker.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's definitely, he's the big guy. There's no doubt when you look at the heroes they have, he's the one who's going to be doing that. But holy, that is insane.
That's more than some heroes are going to do in this entire match. A lot of heroes are going to do in this entire match. That is nuts. Does it change the status quo that much, though, right now? Like, in your eyes, has anything really changed as far as the way this game is going?
Well, what happens now? We get our final item on Invoker. It's still, the objective remains the same. If we kill Invoker, we win, which is great. We need to kill him twice, but that fight makes it abundantly clear who the main target is. No, I'm still favoring Vega pretty heavily. It still comes back to that same scenario of if you envision them pushing high ground, it would seriously take like 2 more of those, and then maybe Comanche will have themselves a decent chance. I'm sure they know that just by the nature of this game, that it's going to come down to some rather wild stuff. The Refresher Orb might be the big item here for our Invoker. That I could actually see doing something. Surprise 5-man wipe.
We also do have the E-Blade on Earth Spirit, so all of this damage amplified up. Octarine Core there for the Venomancer. Hopefully it
That's
doesn't
a really smart choice. Just because he was infused with so much gold, it can be difficult as an Earth Spirit. I could see someone going for the Aghanim Scepter. Maybe Aghanim Scepter would have been better potentially, but you can see a lot of value in this. In the middle of these fights, being able to save. Now he's another saving mechanism up against someone like DOTA.
Oh, Sioma is spotted there. Mag Shadow Blade. Can they find this initiation? They have found him, and well, maybe in some trouble now. Pops his BKB. Sunstrike down as well. Where's the rest of the side of Vega? This is the type of fight that Comanche would want to take, and now they actually have G and Seneko here. Oh, needs to run away. Abaddon is actually going to end up dropping here. Has to force the ulti, and it does look like they've already taken down Sioma. Ditchia Ra, he's going to end up wasting his entire BKB duration. Body blocks abound. There's the Deafening Blast, and Ditchia, I think it's going to end up dropping here. So they take down 2, and maybe going to find more. The Tornado a little bit off the mark. Was completely blind, of course.
Oh, wow. We're going to see Nag.
Yeah, and E-Blade, stunned. There's the jump forward on him. Seneko has the counter initiation, but they're not giving him that opportunity. Oh my god, look at that. Poor hero. Just gonna drop, but they did take down Mag. That was a lot of damage they dealt.
Dude, they're doing it.
They really
are finding these fights outside the base. I don't know, Vega maybe just being a bit too greedy in terms of their farming. Just staying more spread than they need to, perhaps. Just trying to maximize, understandable. But it does cost them there. Oh, I didn't get a fight. Oh, there we go. Fight. Wow. 1,000 gold in the Invoker, 1,000 gold the Earth Spirit. Maybe we will get to an Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, he's eyeing for the scythe, though, which is understandable in a game like this.
You know, the other thing is we're actually seeing that Invoker is going back for the sheep stick now. At least he's changing up his inventory continuously of which one he wants to go for. I really like this. And I think that this is something that they've been lacking, is they need some way to kill like one hero without dropping their whole load onto him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a major problem. Then G as well, though. He is rather terrifying, that Bloodthorn. The item I find, thanks to Dark Moon, surprisingly big radius, like in terms of the targeting.
Oh, yeah.
I know, for some reason I found that surprising, but you don't really have to be like up in their face or anything like that for it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely got a wide range. You know, we also haven't talked about this much. We complain all the time about lone druids respawn timer. Look at Venomancer here, minus 60 seconds.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous, but he's a support hero. It's okay. No, not in this game. It's okay. Honestly, I'm fine with that one.
Okay.
Just don't give me that bear anymore.
Seneko.
He's sneaky.
Very
sneaky fish.
Ditchia Ra, they actually spot him. He's not able to pounce away.
Not a sneaky.
The chase, the damage, it's coming out. The BKB charge already used. Seneko is still wrapping around from behind, and There's the Sunstrike. They get the Sheepstick down. They are in trouble now. They're going to end up dropping. They lose him again. But they are still battling out and trying to take down the tower. They're able to find it. There's the runaway. Seneko should escape from this. But they've lost Slark again.
That tower. And there's our Agnum Scepter. He was so close to that before he died as well. And that could help turn that fight near the Roche pit. But 3-man ulti without it just meant that the BKB was used by Invoker, and he's getting a lot of value out of that before it actually showed up here.
Oh, pops his BKB, turns to fight. Just gonna be able to bring down Seneko here. They're TPing in with the rest of the heroes. Can they control Cold Snap? There's the BKB trying to run. There's the ulti down. Seneko, where's your TP, buddy? They're on cooldown. They're gonna be able to kill him off. And G now also kind of left to his own devices here. He doesn't have any great mobility items. He does have BKB TP shortly. So should be able to escape from this one, I believe, as the rolling boulder chase continues as the glimpse away.
A lot of one at a time here coming in from Vega. Like one guy gets picked off and the next guy just tries to be a little buyback. He'll be up for a little bit of a push. They should be able to force a buyback from this Invoker as well.
Yeah, that is the sort of the silver lining, if you will. We're getting into all of these level 25 talents at this point, and it doesn't really feel like there's any that make a huge difference. Like, Abba 25 strength is great. You've got bonus damage on Rolling Boulder. I don't know. Probably just the respawn time would be the biggest one, as they deny the tower mid.
Yeah, that's definitely going down anyway.
Ditcha. He's still
in it. Hold this for 15 seconds.
Oh, God. All right, yeah, they have to buy back on Abba. They're going to jump back in. He is going to end up going down, I believe, here. Well, they don't call. The Glimmer Cave keeping alive for the moment, able to get his ulti off, and is going to actually walk away. He's still alive. They don't have it. The coal is not there. He's somehow going to be able to live all of these shrines working, and now Mag, this is a dieback for him. There's no axe in these fights for 2 minutes now. If they manage to catch up, G right on the edge. Oh, just the tip of that tornado, and now running him down as well. A good ulti comes in and connects, though, onto 2 with that combo, and G is still getting ran down, but the Glimmer Cape is going to save him right there at the end. The buyback from Venom wants to get into this fight. They've taken down another no disruptor in the next engagement, and Invoker does still have buyback. That's G gone now as well. 100 seconds, he does have buyback, but Comanche smell blood. They want this.
Oh my God. Seneko and Sioma just absolutely gimped the hell out of that chase. What an insane crush and static storm stacked right on top of each other to catch the supports in the backline. That was so well done. And that's the only reason they're even able to get the kill on the Invoker too.
Soldier's fortune.
Force that buyback out here. So again, G's buyback not forced. If Invoker can try and pull any of the ones out of them here.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been a mistake for him to buy back right there. Like, maybe if they were going to try and run down mid or something, that would be a great moment. But now, for a while, a good while, if Invoker dies, the game's over. Because they're not really doing anything with that cooldown that he had.
Yeah, now that it's forced, there's really nothing for Vega Squadron to do. They're just going to try and play cautiously. Now, at the same time, this is where they keep getting picked off. Someone like Seneko or Ditchirog getting a little bit ahead on themselves. Ditchirog with his Aegis, maybe feeling it a bit here. It's just like, oh, maybe I'll go in there and, no, let's go push it. It's probably the right call. You really don't want to goof again here while Mag and G are down.
Well, I've got to say, after what was a disappointing first game in the previous day where we had a death loss because of internet issues, this is a hell of a lot better than that VP versus FX series.
Yeah. This game has officially lasted 4 times as long as our first series yesterday.
Game number 1.
Yep. Game 1, 17 minutes, I think we made it or something.
Yeah. That was dumb. Well, next item's coming up. It looks like Earth Spirit is getting set for a sheep stick of his own. And you don't expect the game to go this long. I feel like Vega Squadron have really been squandering their lead continuously throughout this game.
Yeah, they were never quite able to find that perfect initiation where they could just let G do his thing from the low ground. Every time they would initiate, but then there was just too much defensive supports coming in. Very well played. Bad and Dazzle. And the fight gets a little bit too scrappy. It's not the simple like flowchart Dota, jump in, kill one hero, sniper's just hitting your buildings the whole time.
We're getting closer to that refresh orb as well, and with no buyback for Invoker. Ooh.
Observer. That's going to be a fresh 10-second. That's really nice for this fight, so plenty of control coming out here.
Oh, if they can find him.
Going to have to watch for those.
G, Ditchara, everybody, they have the jump forward sheep stick. They found her on the Snako right to start this off. And oh, there's going to be the Deafening Blast onto 2. Ditchia down to about half HP already. Sioma's going to be out of this one. He does have buyback, but Lotus Orb's coming into play now as well. They're chasing down G. They have him controlled. They also are going to be able to get the Hurricane Pike off and away, though. Chu still looking for the initiation. Saneko in trouble. Rory's on top of him. They're dealing the damage. Look at G. He's just hidden away. Nobody is dealing with this guy. They need to go over there, take him down. The Grave does come out, and it looks like Misha's going to be able to save himself at the moment, but Mag is there, jumps forward, is going to be able to get the kill. And now no buybacks on the Veno.
Split though. Mag in trouble.
Are they going to be able to get him?
Let him go.
It looks like Abaddon is going to end up dying. God damn, that's a lot of damage. And Mag gets out. So they don't have the Abba and they don't have the Dazzle. That was I felt like that might have been a bit of a misplay. If they jump there onto G and says Snako. And now the crush onto 2. Oh god, it's all going to go wrong. They're not going to have a buyback. Chu goes for the, well, Ghost Scepter on himself, which ends up shooting back at G, but yeah, this is Invoker against the world, and I don't know if he's going to have enough to do it.
It's been the whole game. It kind of feels like it's the point.
It's time to sell the Refresh Orb and go back in here. He's got to do it. Rory back up and does get his ulti off, and the combo's going to be there for Ditchia. They haven't taken down all these barracks yet. There's a lot of damage being dealt, but man, he needs everything. Everything and more. Oh wait, call? Chase? All right, Tornado up. Ditchia there.
Been zoned out now.
Yep, there's the kill, and good game, well played, ends up getting called. Comanche, they put up a hell of a fight, but not enough in the end.
Yeah, very unique draft against a rather standard one from Vega. Certainly all quite meta heroes at the current moment. Not too shocking to see, whereas at least maybe 3, I guess we'll go with mostly the Veno and the Abaddon, though. Just 2 heroes we don't see all too often, especially in a double core role coming out here. So neat strategy, not quite able to close it out, despite the fact they didn't get those big objectives I think they wanted early. Like, they weren't able to just close out all the towers with